Hello everybody and welcome back to another video, another predictions video, but this time for the World Cup. I will be using the Telegraph to predict the World Cup, and yeah, you can kind of see. I'll be clicking who I think will be first, second, third, fourth, then the round of 16, quarters, semis, and final. I'll watch as many World Cup games as I can, starting tomorrow with Qatar versus Ecuador late predictions with all the injuries like Nkunku and Kimpembe for France. But here we go. Let's not mess around. Let's get right into it. Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, and Netherlands. Qatar and Ecuador tomorrow, both very not so great teams in this group. Ecuador with a pretty young squad, Qatar with a pretty bad squad. I think it's safe to say that Qatar will not be getting first, but will be getting fourth. And as well, Ecuador will be getting third. Now it's who will get first and who will get second between Netherlands and Senegal. Netherlands have a way better squad, and Senegal might not have Mane, so it's gotta be Netherlands first. Senegal might struggle to even make it out. Next up, Group B, the group of horrible form, and I think England will obviously get first, but between the three others, they all have a very even chance of getting second. But out of the team that is probably on the best form, Wales. It's gotta be Wales. Gareth Bale is amazing. Now, Iran or the USA. This is gonna be tough. They're both gonna want to make it out. I think I'm gonna have to go. In my original predictions, I put USA first, but I'm gonna change it up. I mean, USA third. USA is gonna get fourth, and Iran is going to get third. Now in Group C, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Poland. I think first and fourth is quite obvious. Going to be this. So between Mexico and Poland, they both have solid teams, and a lot of people who are going to be watching the World Cup from my school are Mexican and will be supporting Mexico in the World Cup. So I think it'd be disrespectful to not go with them. But I'm not gonna go with them, and I'm gonna go with Poland. So hopefully I didn't offend anyone there. Hey, at least you got third and USA got fourth. My predictions. But good luck to all the teams. Mexico, they don't have as much of a solid team as they did in 2018, like Chicharito, now playing for LA Galaxy, and they're just not as clinical as they once were. Next we've got France, Australia, Denmark, Tunisia. First two are pretty obvious, but I'm going to change things up. Denmark, I think, is going to get first. I think France is going to get second, and Australia will get third, because Australia and Tunisia both don't have that good of a squad. But Australia does have a better squad. France, they've got a bunch of injuries. Still a solid team. But they're not gonna. They've lost to Denmark in the Nations League. I know no one cares about the Nations League, but still, they almost got relegated. And next we've got Spain, Costa Rica, Germany, Japan. It's obvious who's gonna get first. I mean, who's gonna get the top two. But who will get what spot, Germany or Spain? Germany missing out on Marco Reus, I feel, is a big lost, but Spain not choosing Ramos is he has a lot of leadership. He used to captain Madrid. He's won 4 Champions Leagues, a World Cup, and 2 Euros. He is. I know you've got Busquets, but he is the captain of Spain, and they're not going to be the same without him. And this group is going to be, I feel, probably the easiest one to predict, even though it probably has the best team that's not in the first pot, Germany. Yeah, they should have chosen Ramos. I think that's going to cost them with their leadership. Germany, they've got Neuer, they've got Muller, and they've got young players like Musiala, but they've still got the veterans and the leaders of the team, which I think is going to pull them through. Costa Rica, Japan. I'm just putting Costa Rica fourth. I think Japan is probably going to get second, but also Costa Rica shouldn't have even qualified. The refereeing in their match was questionable, so I don't think they're going to do that good in the World Cup. Next up, Group F. Again, first and second seem pretty clear, but third and fourth is the order of those two is going to be difficult. We've got Belgium. Kevin De Bruyne is amazing. Lukaku does a lot better for Belgium than he does for club, but he's not been on form, doesn't get picked for Inter. Eden Hazard's Eden Hazard. So I'm going to go with another Croatian upset, and I'm going to say that Croatia tops the group, Belgium coming in second. Then other two, Morocco, Canada, we've got Ziyech for Morocco, but Davies and David for Canada. It's going to be tough. I think it's going to be the Moroccans that pull through. I just have a hunch. Next up, Group G. Brazil is first. Who else would it be first? And second, I love Switzerland. But I have just another gut feeling that Serbia is going to clinch out second spot over Switzerland, because Switzerland's Shaqiri, he plays in the MLS. Shaka has been pretty good. Sommer plays for Mönchengladbach, so can't be that good. Yeah, I know he was good in 2018, but I think Serbia will get their revenge. And then Cameroon, I don't think Eric Choupo-Moting is going to be able to save Cameroon in this group. Group H. This is probably the hardest group, as I said with Group B. England was going to get first, but second and fourth could have been anyone. Group H could be anybody. Portugal, Uruguay are going to be fighting for top spot. Ghana and South Korea are going to be fighting for second spot. Either Portugal or Uruguay could be heading out straight away. Ghana is going to want to get their revenge on Uruguay. Portugal is also going to want to get their revenge on Uruguay. And this is the group where anything could happen. Ghana could beat Uruguay, Korea could beat Portugal, and it could be Ghana and Korea going through. It could be literally anyone, but I'm going to have to go with Portugal first. And I thought about this long and hard, and I still can't think of an answer. Uruguay, they've got Suarez, who's playing in South America. Cavani, who's playing in Spain, but not for the big team. Son hasn't really been firing for Spurs, and he's been good for South Korea, but I don't know. Nunez has been pretty good. I think Ghana will not make it through, and I'll be back with who gets Um, second. Wrong one. Okay, I'm back. I've thought about it a little bit more, and I'm gonna have to go Uruguay. Will get second because they've got a stronger squad, and I think the final mile it's gonna be very close, but I think they're gonna push through, and it's the safer bet to put them through. Now, the round of 16. Some of these are way easier than others. Let's start off with the Netherlands versus Wales. This isn't really that difficult of a match to predict. Wales have Gareth Bale, not much else. Netherlands have an extremely strong defense. Nathan Ake, De Vrij, Van Dijk, De Ligt, Depay up top, De Jong. They've got a very good team, and Wales have maybe, debatably, maybe Van Dijk, but in form and overall the best player on the field, but he's not going to be able to save Wolves through. The Netherlands, next up, Argentina versus France. And this is a rematch of 2018, a Argentina, which was France in 4 years ago. Argentina, who made it through not that hard of a group, but still topped it. And then an underperforming Argentina, in this case France. And I think it's going to be the same result as 4 years ago. It's going to be Argentina. I mean, not the same result because France won, but the same positions. An underwhelming France, or in 4 years ago, Argentina gets knocked out by the other one. England versus Senegal. England versus Senegal. England not on form. Probably not going to be their best performance. But against a Senegal who have a small percent chance of having Mane and underperforming Mendy. And it's got to be England going through. I'd get yelled at if I put Senegal through by a bunch of English supporters. Next, Denmark and Poland. The Poles versus the Danish. The battle of the red and white flag. And, it's gotta be Denmark. Denmark is my dark horse. They've got Kasper Schmeichel's a great great goalkeeper, shot stopper, and Lewandowski has never scored in the World Cup. So, I think Denmark will pull through and be able to get through Poland. Next up, Germany versus Belgium. So both are good teams, and this is probably the Argentina and France is going to be the match with the highest quality, but still a very big game. It's got to be Germany. It's not going to be Belgium. Brazil versus Uruguay. I made the safe bet. I went with Uruguay before, but now it's got to be Brazil going through. Final two predictions for the round of 16. Croatia versus Spain. This is another tough one to predict. Spain obviously have the quality, but Croatia, and then Croatian golden generation, there's no more Rakitic, no more Mandzukic. It's going to be very tough, but I don't really know. De Gea didn't get picked for Spain either. But Kramaric is the Croatian's best striker. Is he going to manage for them? It's going to be tough. I'm going to go with Spain, but it's going to be close. But don't expect the Spanish to make it that far in the tournament. Next up, Portugal versus Serbia. This one seems kind of obvious. Portugal, they've got an amazing attack, a great midfield, and their defense as well. They've got Ruben Diaz, they've got Joao Cancelo, Silva, Fernandes, Ronaldo, Felix, Leao. Jota's not going to be there, sadly. But this is their best chance of winning the World Cup if in a long time. Next, Netherlands versus Argentina. This is going to be tough. A rematch of the 2014 semifinals where Argentina were victorious. This time an even better Argentina against arguably a worse Netherlands. Netherlands, they've got a decent attack, but I think Argentina as a collective, and they're a lot of people's picks to win, they've got to at least go to the semis here. I'm going with Argentina. Messi's last chance to win the World Cup. Germany versus Brazil. This is very tough. This whole side, these teams, Netherlands, Wales, Argentina, France, Germany, Belgium, Brazil, Uruguay, is a much harder bunch of teams to go through. I have to think about these games, but these two, I have who I'm going to go for. I know who exactly is going to go to the final from England, Denmark, Spain, and Portugal. So Germany versus Brazil, very difficult. Germany have a balanced squad, but Brazil has so much talent. It's hard to go against them. I think it's going to be a very close game, but I think Brazil's going to get their revenge for 7-1, and they're going to march on to face Argentina in the semis. Next, England versus Denmark. If England make it all the way to the quarters again, they're going to pick up more form. So I think it's going to be England, though Denmark could very much upset the English, like they almost did in the semis of the Euros. So the last quarterfinal, Spain versus Portugal. A very iffy Spain against Portugal's best chance of winning the World Cup. It's obvious. If they held Spain to a 3-3 draw in 2018, an even better Portugal against an arguably worse Spain, deja vu, it's going to be Portugal coming on top. Now, Argentina, Brazil, these are people's probably biggest picks to win the World Cup. Messi versus Ronaldo in the final could happen. But no, it's not, because Brazil is going to beat Argentina and make it onto the final. Now, the semis. England versus Portugal. This is obvious. It's Portugal. It's going to be the two Portuguese-speaking countries that will make it to the final. And who will come on top? Ronaldo in his final chance to win the World Cup. But no, it's going to be stopped by Brazil. Brazil will win the World Cup. 23% of predictors agree with me. Most people say Argentina, then Brazil, then English, probably because this is an English site and they all are overly optimistic. So, these are my predictions. Brazil win the final. Portugal make it to the final. England, Argentina in the semis. Netherlands, Germany, Denmark, Spain. Then all this. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video, leave me a like. If you think I should do more things with the World Cup, let me know as well. If you enjoy my content, please make sure to subscribe. It means the world to me. And anyways, if not, I'll see you next week. Bye.